Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today we will see how to configure dynamic VPN with Xauth on FortiGate Firewall using Forticlient. So let me log into my remote server. Okay. So if you see here, you have an option Authentication Xauth. So you will have to click on the first option, prompt on login, save. And if you want to know more about the settings that I have here, then you can go ahead check my other video on how to configure the dynamic VPN with DHCP or IPsec manual settings and mode config. Anyways, I'm not covering this, so this video is exclusively for the Xauth authentication in the VPN, dynamic VPN. So let's get back to, okay, let's stop everything. So I've set the capture so that I can show you what you will see in the packet capture. Anyways, first of all, you will have to go to the user and device. You will have to create a new user. In my case, let me create a new user, test1. I'm going to use the same password as the admin. Now I've created test1. So now I will create a group. I already have a group. So if you don't have, you'll have to create a group. So I'm adding the test2 into the group. So right now test is having 2 users in the test group. Now you'll have to go back to your VPN, find your VPN, edit, and then under the Xauth, so under the Xauth, you will have to set it to auto server and then choose the test group that you just created. Click OK. Now that you have all the configuration and the tunnel configuration, if you want to know, then you can check out my previous video on how to configure the dynamic VPN using Forticlient. So basically this is DHCP or IPsec. So I'm not going to explain you about that. If you want the explanation, you can go back to the previous video and then you can come to this video for the Xauth authentication. So now I'm going to use test1. Okay, so before that, let me initiate the debug. Okay, so debug is initiated. I have the packet capture as well. So let's start. I will stop this and I will restart this and let's get started. Okay, so now I'm connected. Okay, let me stop the capture as well. So now, first of all, I'll show you what is there in the debug. I am successfully logged in to the firewall. I'm successfully connected to the VPN using the test1 username. You can see here, test1. And I should be able to ping, which is going across the firewall. If you want to confirm that, I can confirm that as well. You can see here, the request is going through the firewall, through the tunnel. So anyways, so our motive is to understand how and where the Xauth is happening during the negotiation of phase one and phase two. So basically, Xauth happens after the phase one, before the phase two. So that is the reason why many people they call it Xauth as 1.5. So first of all, we will see here in the debug to understand what's going on. So now this is the first packet that is coming from the client, test one. Okay, this is the first packet. It is telling all the payload that it is sending. Aggressive mode first message. You can see here the negotiation. You can see here the proposal, what he's sending. And then so this is a response from the firewall towards the client. And then there's a third packet that is coming in from the client towards the firewall. You can see here 107. See here PSK, appreciate key authentication succeeded, authentication okay, NAT not detected. So at this point of time, the phase one is active, but then you don't see any activities related to the Xauth because it happens after the phase one, like I said. So you can see here, process initial contact, initiating Xauth. So you at this point of time, you will see the firewall sending the Xauth request, which can be seen in the packet capture as config. So if you see here, after the 3 packet exchange, phase 1 is up, and at this point of time, firewall is requesting the client for the Xauth data, which is this one, initiating Xauth, sending Xauth request. So this is the Xauth request that you see, transaction config mode. And then peer has not completed Xauth exchange. You see here the packet sent from the peer to the firewall. This is the second packet. Okay, and he is sending the payload with the username test1. You see here, and the password, which is of length 13. See, Xauth succeeded for the user test1 for the group test because test1 belongs to test group. So basically this happens after the phase one, and this basically happens here. The request for Xauth, the reply with Xauth data, everything, and then the OK from the firewall sends, which says authentication is completed. And here you can see the authentication was completed. Now it is jumping to the phase two. So now you can see the phase two coming up. Anyways, guys, so this was all about the Xauth user database, how you can integrate that into the firewall. You can always integrate the external user database like the Active Directory database. I have made a video separately on how to integrate the Active Directory user base into the firewall. If you want, you can check my previous video on this so that you can use that particular user database to authenticate your VPN clients. And that's all in this video, guys. Please do subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button. If you have any question, leave it in the comment section. I will always reply to that. And stay safe, stay in your home. Have a good day. Bye bye.